The last thing she remembers is the sound of coyotes and wolves at the same time, howling in the distance from the woods. And she said she knows it was both at the same time because they have both where she lives and she encounters them regularly. She said even though she's familiar with both of their sounds, she has never been in a place where she has heard both of them howling and yelling at each other at the same time in the same place. And these sounds were coming from the same place as the geese and the chanting. And she said at first she thought they were fighting each other, but then she realized that it was howling and yapping. It was communication. It wasn't fighting. She said the last thing she remembers is putting her hand on her hip for protection because yes, she carries because it's legal where she lives and she just doesn't go out in the woods alone without protection at night. So she's got her hand on her hip. She's listening to these sounds. She's trying to make sense of what is going on. And then all of a sudden, everything stops. It goes completely silent. She can't see anything. Everything goes black. She said it was like she was in a deprivation chamber. She blinks her eyes a couple times and looks up to see the lights, and suddenly she's back in her car. She can't see the lights because she's staring at the interior of the roof of her car. The spot where she was standing is about 100 yards away. She feels a coldness on the side of her cheek, so she instinctively pulls her glove off and touches it, and she realizes it's wet. She has like a tear or two. She's like, have I been crying? She said she was absolutely stunned and bewildered. She has no recollection of walking back to her car. She said she wasn't fearful. She was just completely shocked. She said 1 second she was on the road trying to identify the noise, and the next she was in her car. She described it as the feeling when you wake up in a hotel room and you don't know where you are. It was the same thing. She felt displaced against her own free will. She said she wishes she had looked at the clock, but she has no idea how much time had elapsed. Her instinct said, get out of here and fast, so she just drove home. She said she still can't